guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's go through Act 9.2.3 Easy Path. It was difficult to choose a path here to be honest, but considering the defender diversity and the node complexity, in my opinion the Immortal Hulk path is the easy one. The nodes are Bleeding Blockade, Bloody Mess, Crimson Rage, Heal Prevention, Accident Prone, and Martial Discipline. Now there is a lot to look after in this path, especially with those stacking protections that will reduce your damage and the limitation of needing a bleed debuff. But don't worry, all you need are skilled champions with easy access to bleed to run rampage through this path. A striker will be needed for the path and boosting will be super helpful to finish the path faster. At least 3 out of 5 points in Deep Wounds Mastery would be beneficial too. Your top options for the path will be Shield, Okoi, and Black Cat, and to be honest, any skilled champion that can apply multiple bleeds will run riot on this path. The boss island is a choice between Spider-Man, Infamous Iron Man, and Storm. Stick till end of the video to check out the boss fight and the cheese and other options for it. The first fight is against Immortal Hulk. Notice a grey timer that gives the defender a stacking protection every 14 seconds from the node Bleeding Blockade. That will reduce your incoming damage for 20% for every stack. This protection can be removed by activating a striker while the defender has an active bleed. Don't worry about the unstoppable from Crimson Rage node every 8 seconds if you have a bleed debuff active on the defender, and you will deal extra 25% damage with the Bloody Mess node, otherwise there is a damage reduction of 90%. The attacker is also heal blocked and every 5 seconds you are applied the random debuff, but that's okay, they will be removed with the Martial Discipline node every 5th critical hit. And just before you know it, Immortal Hulk is down with all of those bleeds and his second life will not trigger. Moving on to the next fight, it's going to be a White Tiger. So the concept is the same, keep those bleeds up and that will negate all the other nodes. The only thing here is that White Tiger can remove the debuffs, so you need skill champions that have longer debuffs. If you try to use Okoi, or if you try to use champions that have a shorter kind of duration on the bleeds, those are not going to work. So just keep an eye on that. And with shield, the bleeds are going to be enough. I don't need to worry about the unstoppable here. The only thing is there is protection, but as soon as I use a striker, those protections are gone as well. And SP1 and SP2, White Tiger is going to throw those out. The only thing you need to take care about this fight is White Tiger is going to gain a lot of power, and it's very likely that she will go to an SP3. But that's okay, you can tank one out, but 2 SP3s will definitely kill you. So just be careful about that. I think once you get down to 15 or 20% HP, I don't remember the percentage, she's going to get like a burst of power. So here we are with 2 protections up. We just use the striker to remove that. Remember, the striker to remove the protection will only work if there is a bleed already applied on White Tiger. Right here, she has a big burst of power, but we kept her below 1 bar of power, so we easily were able to evade the SP2 2 times, and we took her down. Now moving on to the next fight, it's going to be Mr. Negative. Now I have fast forward this fight because it's just a long one with Baron Zemo. I will not suggest you to bring 6-star champions at all because it takes quite a while to bring down the defenders. But I didn't have many of the skill champions. My skill roster is really bad. But this is just to show you that 6-star champions can work as well. This is Baron Zemo. So the way he works is he applies those permanent bleeds. Permanent bleeds means that there's going to be no unstoppable, and also you can use the striker whenever you want to remove those protection. And with the stacking bleeds, you should be doing quite a bit of damage, so you don't need to worry about the Crimson Rage node as well. And the Bloody Mess will always be active with Mr. Sinister, with Baron Zemo. But again, he's only a 6-star, even though he is 6-200 and ascended. I don't think he is the best champion to bring in. I would rather bring in the more new champions that have easy access to bleed in the skill class rather than somebody who is a 6-star and ascended, because it takes quite a bit of time. You don't get any kind of bonus damage, and yeah, the fight is prolonged for no reason. Defender number 4 is going to be a Gladiator. Now, he's going to throw those SP1s for sure, and he's going to go unstoppable. But remember, the bleeds are only going to dispel the unstoppable from Crimson Rage. The other unstoppable will still stay on Gladiator. So, the easier way to do this fight is to always push him to a special 2, so you don't have to like deal with the unstoppable. I am using Shield here, and whenever she uses a special attack 1, she gets that grit buff on her that will help her ignore the unstoppable on the opponent. So that's why Shield is probably the best option for this defender, but other champions can also work. But for that, you need to push Gladiator to an SV2 and avoid that unstoppable totally while having the bleed debuff. So the bleed will take care of the Crimson Rage node and also the protections while you use a striker, but you will need somebody to like really take care of that unstoppable if you allow Gladiator to use a special one. If you can push him to NSP2, then it's a very simple and regular fight like the other ones. So I hope that helps. I just use a shield. She's probably the best counter for this fight. And defender number 5 is going to be a Hood. I'm going to use Okoi again. She is just such an amazing beast. Like before, you don't she just takes those defenders so fast. Like if you blink it, you will miss it. And also, all of those bleeds, all you need to do is to build up to an SP2. The bleeds will take care of all the debuffs and all the nodes. You don't need to worry about that. Just before you throw that SP2 out, use your striker, and that will remove the protection because you're already bleeding an opponent. And once you throw that SP2, above 60 hits, oh, look at that damage. Look at him just melt right away. And just like that, the defender is down. And this is only a rank 2. She was a rank 3, she would have been just crazy. And just like that, we have Hood down, and we are going to move to the final defender. That is going to be Spot. Now, again, I am using a 6-star Nick Fury here. You will see the difference here, like how long it takes for a 6-star champion to bring down a defender and how long does it take for a 7-star. If I brought in Okoi here or if I brought in Shield, this fight would have been way much faster, but it takes time. The only thing with Nick Fury is that Spot will go untouchable quite a bit, and the second life will help bypass the miss also if ever we get there. But yeah, Nick Fury is a safe option, but you can use other bleed options as well. So just like the whole path, make sure that you apply the bleeds and have it active while the unstoppable cooldown is going to be uh, the unstoppable cooldown runs out. And just be careful about the untouchable, and you should be able to get through this fight relatively easy. And that's about it. I'll see you at the boss fight. And for the boss, we are going to attempt Storm with Ronan and we're going to cheese her. The nodes are going to be Inflated Ego, Face Me Coward, Power Overflow, the Doppler Shift, Harmful Thoughts, and Crumbling Armor. Long story short, if you're using Ronan, build up to almost 2 bars of power, and when there are at least 4 prowess buffs on Storm, you can stun lock her to death with an SP1 spam. But if you don't have Ronan, you will require nullifiers of bleed immunity, so you can keep the prowess above 3 to bypass the inflated ego node and to be able to deal damage. At the same time, you have to keep the top prowess before 10 to avoid the unblockable specials. Unless you're super comfortable evading them, but you can also use champions that can easily block the unblockable specials. So I am talking about Mr. Sinister, Modo, Shuri, Kushala. All of those champions are going to work well. So yeah, that's about it. It's easier to use the champs that can block unblockable specials, but if you have a Ronin, just go for the cheese. You don't have to do anything else. Just unlock her and she will die quick. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. And also let me know what champions you use in my videos. The best part is the community in the comment section. We all shared the knowledge, so let's keep that going. And I'll see you on the next video. That is going to be 9.2.4. Have a good one, guys. Bye.